Much peace to you guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you are new here, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, you're appreciated for that. Today I want to speak about your soul's evolution and why it's so important to really focus on your soul's evolution, on the development process. Okay, I believe that the universe evolves at all times. And really, you are part of this higher consciousness. Okay, you are part of the movement of life. Okay, so realize that maybe evolution is your only choice. I'm thinking my own journey that I cannot stagnate and expect things to work at the same time. Okay, so it's all about stepping into the movement of life. Okay, now it's important to really get to not run away from your pain. Okay, if we want to evolve our souls, sometimes we go through challenges, sometimes we go through pain and suffering, and I'm seeing that pain is actually not the enemy, but it's an opportunity for my consciousness to actually evolve. It's an opportunity for my consciousness to go to the next level. Okay, so the first tip is don't run away from your pain. Okay, pain is not the enemy. So someone said that instead of trying to feel better, try to get better at feeling. You're not perfect, and you have to allow yourself to feel all kind of feelings, even negative ones. Okay, and don't get me wrong, a pure natural state of consciousness is your natural state, but sometimes you get disconnected, and sometimes you need to also work on your negative feelings. Okay, so work on your negative feelings, question your belief systems, question your programming, and really get to step into the soul's evolution. Now, the second tip is get to know yourself. Okay, if you want to connect to your soul, to your higher nature, you gotta get to know yourself. You gotta get to know your heart. Okay, you gotta learn things about yourself. You gotta realize what is your thought pattern. Okay, you gotta realize what is your emotional pattern. You gotta realize what are your belief systems and your programming. Okay, you gotta merge with life in a way that you actually get to know yourself. So do the things that make your heart smile. Get to know yourself in the process and see what happens. Someone said that if you want to know the universe, first you must get to know yourself. Okay, so life is not an easy process to go through. I have been through a lot of pain and suffering, but what I was realizing was the fact that it was only an opportunity for me to get to actually know myself. And I'm still not perfect. There's so much to work on myself. I'm realizing this. There are so many things to get to discover, but it's all about doing the work. You know, it's all about going within yourself and really making the best out of the worst. Okay, now the third tip is step from the ego mind into your body, into your heart space, and into your own intuition. Okay, so realize that the truth is in your body. Your body always knows. Okay, now the mind likes to wander either in the future or the past, but your body, your consciousness is actually in the present moment. Okay, so realize that the more that you step from the ego mind into the higher nature of your heart, is the more that you get to actually step into the flow state and merge with life in a more harmonious way. Okay, so it's all happening in relationship with you. It's all happening in relationship with your state of consciousness. Okay, so the more that you expand what is happening within yourself, is the more that you actually expand what is happening into your own life. Now, another tip would be raise your vibration. Okay, raise your vibration. Eat healthier, go into nature, move your physical body, seek healthy connections. Okay, healthy relationships. Have a different relationship with yourself. Okay, so raise your frequency, raise your vibration, step into a creative process. Okay, do something that makes your heart smile. That is how to connect to your own soul. That is how to focus on the evolution of your own soul. Okay, so take full responsibility for the life that you are actually choosing to create. Okay, so raise the frequency, and we do this with meditation. Okay, there are all kind of little things that you can actually focus on in order to expand yourself, in order to grow your consciousness to the next level. Okay, so realize that you have every single tool necessary, and you also need to look within yourself. You gotta question your own belief systems. Okay, you gotta question your own way of merging with life. Okay, you gotta really get to make the best out of the worst, and it's not easy, especially when we have a negative past, maybe especially when we are living too much in a lower vibration, especially when we have addictions, but the more that you get to know yourself, and the more that you get to find little ways to really be connected, is the more that you realize that yes, you have all the tools necessary within yourself. Okay, so realize that in connecting to your soul, you have to make a deeper relationship with yourself. Okay, you have to get curious about life. Okay, you have to maybe step into your higher nature, into your spiritual self. You have to get the knowledge necessary, the things that make your heart smile, and you have to evolve at a harmonious level. So connecting with your soul is essential, and really your soul is your life force. Okay, and sometimes I have lost parts of my soul back in my past. Okay, I have been through a lot of challenges, and I've lost parts of my energy, parts of myself. But what I was realizing was the fact that my soul has chosen certain experiences in order to grow, in order to evolve. Okay, so if you're going through rough times, if you're going through hard moments, realize that it's an opportunity for you to become stronger mentally, emotionally, and based on the consciousness that you're actually having. Okay, so it's an opportunity for growth and expansion. And yes, your soul chooses certain experiences before incarnating here on planet Earth. Okay, and some of these experiences may be karmic. Some of these experiences may be lessons that you actually need to learn in order to evolve. Okay, so if you are going through the dark night of the soul, if you are going through things that are actually wounding you, realize that it's all about getting to make a deeper relationship with how you choose to actually perceive these things. Okay, and yes, life is not perfect, life is challenging, life is hard, but you have to find little ways to love yourself. Okay, you need to find little ways to connect to your essence, okay, to who you really are deep down at your core frequency. And if you want to connect to your soul, you really gotta use your talents, okay, your creative power. You gotta enhance your creative power. You gotta get to know yourself at all levels. Okay, and trust me, you exist more than this physical flesh. Okay, you are more than just the physical body. Okay, I believe that deep down in our essence, we are the energy that actually creates the universe. So the more that you connect to your soul, is the more that you actually realize deeper truths about reality, deeper truths about how things are actually operating in this reality. So realize that you are more than you think you are, and when you allow yourself to silence the mind and really step into the vibration of love, you realize that you are actually connected to everything in existence. Okay, you are the universe experiencing itself through a human being. Okay, so yes, I believe that this is today's message about connecting to your soul, focusing on your soul's evolution. Realize that yes, you have all the tools necessary within yourself. So look within yourself in order to awaken. Okay, look within yourself in order to evolve. Look within yourself in order to attract what you want to experience. And you don't have to rush the process. Okay, you have to realize that everything that is happening, it's happening at its own perfect timing. Okay, and you have to realize that you're actually where you need to be. So don't rush the process. Take time to also relax, but also take time to step into healthy action, okay? So it's all about finding the balance between the physical and the non-physical, between your human self and your higher self, you know? So yes, thanks so much for watching, and if you're new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, you're appreciated for that. And let me know in the comments how you are connecting to your soul. Tell me about your experiences. Tell me about how you are choosing to be a champion in this lifetime. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. Much peace and see you.